All right, let's talk about polygons. So a polygon means a many-sided figure. It is a closed plane figure. Closed means that there's no gaps or openings. So this figure right here would not be a polygon because notice there's this opening right here. It doesn't close up the figure. You want it, if it were like a pen or a fence, you would want it to keep whatever it is inside and not have any openings where it could get out. Okay, with at least three sides. If it doesn't have three sides, you wouldn't be able to connect the ends. That are segments. Okay, so the sides have to be segments, they cannot be curved. So for example, this figure also is not a polygon because of this curved side. That intersect only at their endpoints. Okay, so here's our third example of one that's not a polygon, because you notice these sides are segments, yes, but their endpoints are here and here, and they intersect in the middle of the line and inside the line instead of at the endpoints. Okay, this figure, however, would be a polygon. It has three sides that are segments, they are closed and intersect only at their endpoints. The other thing when we talk about polygons is we want to know the names of different polygons. Now, the first several have specific names that are used for them, and then when we get to higher numbers, we just call them gons with the number in front. So if you don't have these in your notes or you don't have them memorized already, I would put them in your notes. The number of sides, because some of them we know fairly well. We know a triangle has three sides. A four-sided figure is called a quadrilateral, so squares, rectangles, parallelograms are all types of quadrilaterals. Five-sided is pentagon, six is a hexagon, seven is a heptagon. Depending on what book and who you talk to, there are other names for a seven-sided figure, but the one they're using in this text is a heptagon. 8 is an octagon, 9 sides is a nonagon. 10 is a decagon, 12 is a dodecagon, and then like I said, anything other than that, we just call it that number gon. So let's say we had a 15-sided figure, it would be called a 15 gon. If we had a 1,000-sided figure, it would be called a 1,000 gon. Okay, so again, put these down in your notes so that you have them handy, because as we study polygons more, knowing that how many sides a specific polygon has is important. Let's do a little practice here. They want us to tell whether the figure is a polygon, and if it is a polygon, name it by its sides. Okay, so here's our first figure. Notice all of the sides are segments. They are intersecting only at their endpoints, and it is completely closed. There are no gaps. So yes, this is a polygon. We need to name it by its number of sides, so let's count how many sides it has. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. What's the name of a six-sided figure? A hexagon. Okay, here's our next example. Is this a polygon, yes or no? Well, hopefully you said no, and the reason for it being a no is that there's this big gap right here where the figure is not closed up, so it cannot be a polygon. So then we also would not give it a name based on its sides. Here's our next example. Is this a polygon, yes or no? Okay, again, hopefully you said no on this one. This one is no for a different reason. It's because of this side here is not a segment. It's a arch. It's an arc or a curve. So no, not a polygon because all of the sides are supposed to be segments. Okay, and here's our final example. Is this a polygon, yes or no? Hopefully you said yes. It has all the sides are segments. It's a closed up figure, and the segments only intersect at the endpoints. What is its name? Well, let's count the sides. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the name for a seven-sided figure? Well, hopefully you said heptagon, because that's the correct answer. Let me write that bigger. That looks really bad. All right.